Hey there, what's going on? This training is going to teach you how to gain endless leads and referrals when selling Mary Kay. Hey, it's Charlene Baker. I'm actually coming to you from Atlanta, Georgia. And my goal today is just to share two ways so that you will never run out of leads, per se, when selling Mary Kay for your Mary Kay business. I know it can be frustrating when you run out of family and friends. You pretty much have tapped out. You have no more bookings on the book, and your books on, and you're like, where do I go from here? Okay, so I want to show you two ways that you can implement in your business starting today. Okay, so that you'll always be able to generate leads via coming from your actual appointments and also coming from online. So those are the two ways. All right, so let's go ahead and go into it. All right, so the first way is, while you are at your appointments, and this can work even if you've already had appointments in the past and you may not have gained referrals from those appointments. That's okay, because you can always call them up and use this particular this script, this strategy that I'm going to teach you. All right, so while you're at your appointments, at your facial, at your classes, this is what I say. All right. Well, actually, before I give you the script, let me just tell you why I say this. All right. So you may have noticed, and you may have been taught that when you're holding your appointments, that during the time for referrals you may play a game, such as, all right, ladies, take out your cell phones. What we're going to do, we're going to play a game. I want you to write down as many girlfriends, many names and numbers, and whoever writes down the most names and numbers will earn a prize, right? That's pretty much kind of what a lot of consultants are taught as far as generating leads from their appointments. Now that's good. That has helped many build some great businesses with that strategy. But my goal here, my key is I want to generate quality leads. Women who want what I have. All right, I don't want to be stuck with 100 names of women that they haven't talked to in I don't know how long. When I call them, they're like, oh, Katie gave me your number. She was just at one of my Mary Kay classes, and she shared that you would love to have a pampering session with me, something like that, and she's like, who is Katie? Who gave you my number? What? Who is this? I'm sure you've experienced that, right? So, my goal is I want to gain those leads, those quality leads, women who want what I have, and also these are women that my guests talk to on a consistent basis. So here's what I say. All right, so we're at that point, and I say, okay, ladies, one of the greatest compliments that you can ever pay me as your Mary Kay consultant is to refer me to your best girlfriends and people that you talk to on a consistent basis. Okay, so we're going to play a game, and I'm going to allow you to earn some extra tickets, and so that way you can be at the end of our class. Of course, you're going to be in a drawing to earn a prize. All right, so here's what we're going to do. You can take out your cell phones. All right, go ahead and get those out now. And I'm going to give you 5 to 7 minutes. I want you to think of those best girlfriends that would love to have a pampering session with me. Think of those girls who are workaholics. They work all the time and they just need to set aside, just a few minutes just to like bring it down and just enjoy some pampering. Think of those workaholics. Think of the women that are at work and are always complaining about things about their skin. Their face. They always say, oh, I need something. My face is so oily, or I need something for my dry lips. Things like that. Think of those women who's always saying something that they wish that they had better skin, or would like a new makeup or glamour look. Think of those women. Think of those women who, may have had a baby and they just want to, take some time away. The baby's crying and they're just like, oh, I need some me time. Think of those women who need me time, who would enjoy sitting down with me, having, a nice pampering session. And so what you're going to do is go ahead and take out your phones. You already have those out. Okay, I see that, right? And I'm going to give you 5 to 7 minutes. I'm actually going to give you 7 minutes. All right. And so for every name that you write down, I'm going to give you a ticket. All right. And so, but once you reach 7 names, I will actually double your ticket. All right. So you ready, set, and go. All right. So that's pretty much what I say in a gist. So what I do, I want to put in their minds the type of woman that I'm looking for. And actually, I forgot to say that I also say make it, consider those women who you talk to on a consistent basis. The girlfriend that you're going to call right after the end of this class, you're going to say, hey Tamika, I just leaving the Mary Kay class, and they're gonna say, well, how was it? I want her because she should have been here. Give me her number. So what I do, I give them the type of woman that I'm looking for, so that way those are the women that are fresh in their heads as they write their names and numbers. All right, and guess what? Guess how many names for the most part that I receive from each guest? For the most part, it's usually a minimum of 7. Why? Because that's the number that I just implanted in their head. Is I'm looking for 7 women. Okay, once you reach number 7, then I'm going to give you, double tickets. All right, so here's what you gain from that. You gain quality targeted leads. These are women that more than likely want what you have, and it's going to be so easy to book a class with them or to book an appointment with them. Okay, so that's the first way, and that method also works. Let's say if you don't have any bookings on the books, or you don't have any skincare classes coming up, and you want to go ahead and call those previous guests. Say if you didn't get those referrals from them, call the previous guests and just use pretty much the same script, and let them know that that as a gift from you to them, I'm going to give them a $15 gift certificate as a thank you for, number one, you giving me that lead, and number two, it's going to be a gift that you're going to give to them when they book their appointment with me. Okay, so that usually really increases my bookings as far as when I'm calling these referrals, and I let them know, hey, Tamika, she's actually giving you a $15 gift certificate when you book an appointment with me, as far as something like that. I don't want to ramble, but and there's actually different scripting that you can use when calling your referrals, but you want to make sure that you mention that $15. I'm telling you, ladies will book when you say, oh, you're giving me $15 of free Mary Kay. Of course I'll book with you. And then you can, of course, turn that facial into a skincare class. And actually, in your consultant book, there is a script that teaches you how to convert a facial to a class. All right, so check that out. All right, so I hope that's helped you. That's the first one. The second way is to generate leads online, when selling Mary Kay. All right, so as you know, the internet is buzzing with entrepreneurs who are leveraging online marketing strategies to build their business, and Mary Kay is no different. Okay, the key is that you want to make sure that whatever you do online is in compliance with Mary Kay social media guidelines, and I can show you how to use the internet to leverage your pretty much, I'm sorry, to leverage the internet to build your Mary Kay business. Ooh, I had a blank there. And the beauty about this is that I'm going to teach you how to, again, focus on quality targeted women who want what you have, and you're not just talking to random women, like going to the malls or going to the grocery store. Then you can continue to do that if that's been working for you. But some women are apprehensive and feel that they're being a bother. All right, and a lot of times these women are not even quality women, or women who want what you have. Okay, wouldn't it be great to sell something to someone who's already been looking for exactly what you have? It just makes the process so much easier. Okay, and that's my goal. My goal is to teach you how to focus in on a specific target market, and how to use things like Google Keyword Tool. That's one of the tools that you can use to position yourself, and putting yourself in front of your target market, and positioning your Mary Kay website in front of these women who want what you have. Okay, and the beauty about that is that as you generate leads and market online, the more leads, the more your sales increase, and of course that builds your bank account. How awesome is that? And also the beauty about leveraging online marketing strategies, that while you're out at your son's baseball game or your daughter's recital, the internet can be working for you. All right, isn't that awesome? Okay, and so what I want you to do is at the very in the description box below this video, there is a link. If you click on that link, if you put in your name and your email address, I will go ahead and send to your email this free tutorial that shows you exactly what you need to do step by step to learn how to market your Mary Kay business online, in addition to the tools that you would need in order to make this happen. All right, and just keep in mind that marketing online just allows you to reach so many more people. I mean, your ability to impact women becomes limitless when you use the internet to build your business. The key is learning how to do it. having the right training, the guide to teach you step-by-step instructions on what you need to do to make that happen. All right, so I want you to go ahead right now, before this video ends, go ahead and click on the link below, put in your name and your email, hit submit, and I'll shoot that video right over to you. I hope this has been a blessing to you. Again, click on the link below, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Be blessed. Bye-bye.